Charlie was, well, she was the daughter of Lilith and Lucifer, and as Lucifer and Lilith's marriage started to, well, not go well, Lilith would leave Lucifer early on this timeline. As that happened, Satan took his advantage. He made it look like Lilith took Charlie away, as then Satan would kidnap Charlie and begin to raise her in secret. As Lucifer would go, he would see that Charlie was gone. This shocked him and filled him with sadness. You see, Satan didn't have the potential to beat Lucifer, but him and his offspring may. This is the only chance. He's been ruling hell since Lucifer's been depressed, but he's still not officially the king. He wanted to change that, as he would raise Charlie and put her through vigorous training. As since she was born and hidden away, he would train her, teach her how to use magic, teach her how to walk, and teach her all the basic things, as then he would teach her how to fight. When she was only 5 years old, he would force imps to fight her. At first, she was beaten up till she would cry and tap into her anger, destroying them. As he said, only 5 and you took your first existence. How does it feel? Charlie would say, it feels bad. As Satan actually felt bad for once. He didn't believe this, but was he developing feelings? Did he care about this girl? No, he didn't. He told himself he didn't. As Satan would say, psh, no matter. Your training will continue. Get some rest. As Charlie rested that day, all she knew was how to fight. All she knew was how to train. However, she still got kindness. Training was rough. It toughened her up. It was brutal. But after every training session, Satan would actually let her play, and Satan would actually talk to her and give her advice. As Satan started to view himself as her father, he knew Lucifer was incompetent. He knew that Lucifer didn't deserve to rule hell, much less be a father. As he started to grow a bond with her, at first she was just a tool, a weapon used to destroy Lucifer, then be disposed of so there could be no threat. But he couldn't bring himself to do that. He couldn't bring himself to take out Charlie. Charlie was, well, his daughter. As Satan continued onwards, years would pass as Charlie would get stronger and stronger and stronger. As she was in her teenage years now, as Satan would call for her, as she would say, "What is it, Dad?" Satan would then smile and say, "My daughter, our mission is to overthrow Lucifer. You know that, right?" Charlie would say, "Yeah. Is it finally time?" "No. Lucifer is on a league of his own, but you'll be wiping out an overlord, a powerful sinner that is only slightly weaker than a demon prince. Some think they're above them, but I doubt that could be possible. I want you to wipe out Gestiel, one of the oldest and strongest ones. Do this, and you can move up." Charlie would nod as she would walk out, ready to slaughter. Even though she was much younger in this timeline, she's trained with her powers her whole life and fought to become stronger, as she was battle-born and ready to fight. This Charlie would not lose. As Charlie would, well, she would leave and go look for Gestiel, as Charlie would be able to sense him with her powers. Charlie was excited. She was going to have to get to slaughter someone. True, she's fought demons and other things before, but never in an open setting, never in a way to hunt them. As Charlie would use power to cloak herself, she would get closer and closer, until Gestiel would say, "I can feel some presence, but I don't know where it is." As Charlie would say, "Looks like I need to work on that. I thought I was doing good with concealing myself." As she walked out, Gestiel would say, "Hello, I sense demon royalty in your blood." As Charlie would say, "I'm the daughter of Satan." As Gestiel would say, "Interesting, so are you?" Suddenly she would punch him, as then he would cough up and say, "You shouldn't have done that." As Gestiel would then fly at her, as then he would summon electricity shooting at her, and then he would cause green lightning to hit her. As then Gestiel would begin to punch her, destroy her with everything. But Charlie didn't move. He began to, well, be confused, as Charlie just let him beat him up. As then Charlie would smirk and say, "You done?" Gestiel would say, "Look at you, you're beaten up and bruised. Why would you?" Suddenly, she would shoot him with green electricity. "I have an ability that turns all of your pain into power, and you just gave me a lot of it." As Charlie would charge at Gestiel faster than he can see and punch him to the ground. Charlie beat them up. She beat them till they were no more, till there were nothing but puddles on the ground. As Charlie would laugh, as Jestia was defeated, she felt her wrath course through her veins. As the pain made her stronger, the pain filled her with life. As then she would look down, as she would wobble as she walked. Maybe she let Jestia go a little overboard on her. No matter, she knows what she can take now. And all that pain will only make her stronger in the long run. Wrath fills her veins. The more wrath she has, the stronger she gets. And well, she has plenty of wrath to deal out. As then she would go back to her father. Her father was worried, seeing her beaten like that. Said, "What'd you do?" "I used my new pain technique, so I let him beat me to make him think he got the upper hand. Then I turned it on him and destroyed him." Satan would say, "Clever, but you need to be more careful." As then he would heal her. As Satan healed Charlie, Charlie would simply smile and say, "I'm fine, but thank you. I appreciate it." As Satan would say, "I'm proud of you. Let's spend some time together." As Satan and Charlie would watch TV and play together. Now, even though she was a teenager, they would play by fighting and sparring. As Satan was still, Satan, but he did appreciate her, and he did care about her. And, he wanted what's best for her. Once he took over hell, he would give her the pride ring and move the capital to Wrath. As then, she would become a powerful enforcer and a powerful person to be reckoned with, but she would also have fun. That was Satan's plan. And Charlie knew this, and Charlie liked it. As Charlie would learn about politics from Satan, as she would watch from the background, watch them orchestrate things, learning more and more. As years and years passed, decades, Charlie was becoming more and more ready to take on Lucifer. As Charlie was getting ready to fight, eventually she would see something. As someone would fall down, it was Vaggie. She would still help her like in canon, but this time she wanted her to be an assassin. As she was able to tell, she was an exorcist. As they would both talk, Vaggie would agree, as Charlie would put her under new training and begin to fight with her. As even Satan would train with her, Satan would say, 3 heads make better than 1, but we can't have a whole army. We don't want to make a scene. Charlie would say, "You're right." As they would continue to train, days in and days out, non-stop, they would all grow and continue to get stronger and stronger until they finally thought they were ready. As Charlie would walk in, Lucifer would look, as he could sense a familiar presence. He didn't know who it was yet. It's been so long since he'd seen his daughter, Charlie, that, she didn't ring a bell. Lucifer, of course, still knew who she was, but it's like looking at a blank slate. It looked familiar, but he couldn't put his finger on it. Lucifer would pull out a weapon and say, "What are you doing here?" As Satan would appear and say, "Overthrowing you. You've been lazy and incompetent. Time to die." As they would all start to battle, Charlie and Satan would go all out, pushing against Lucifer. As Lucifer continued to fight, however, he started to get the upper hand. As Lucifer would grab Satan by the horns and throw him to the floor and say, "This is what you get. You think you're better than me? You lie to people, pretend to be me?" As she said, "Don't touch my father." As then she punched Lucifer to the ground. As Lucifer would say, "Charlie, it's you, my daughter." As Satan would say, "Don't listen." Charlie would say, "Please, I know I'm his real daughter." Satan would say, "What? But I don't care, because I love you, Dad." Lucifer may have been my biological father, but my real dad is Satan. As she would smile. As then Lucifer would say, "He stole you, so I don't care. He took good care of me, and I'm better off with him than a sad sap like you." As then they would continue to fight, as Lucifer attacked both of them, and since he was depressed for years and years, since his wife left him, now his own daughter turned against him, Lucifer had nothing left. As Lucifer decided to destroy everything, to destroy them both, and then rebuild hell. It was the only way. As he started to get his groove back, however, he didn't know about Vaggie. Vaggie was so weak he couldn't sense her, and that's where they were planted on. As Lucifer was fighting them both, he said, "Prepare to end this." As then his eyes turned red, as he began to absorb energy and began to shoot it out. Charlie would use her pain move to use all the pain she got to blast a beam. So would Satan, as they would barely be able to hold it back. As Lucifer said, "Not bad, but let me show you my true power." As suddenly Vaggie would stab him from the back. As Lucifer fell down no more. They would rejoice, they did. Satan was a little ashamed that he couldn't do it by himself, but brains beats bronze, I guess. As then he would smile and say, "Daughter, do you want to take the pride ring?" Charlie would say, "F yeah." As then they would smile. Vaggie and Charlie would start to date like in canon, and Charlie would rule the pride ring with an iron fist, as Satan would become the new king of hell. that's going to leave things off. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with all your friends. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I know I did. It was a very fun video to make. It was very, I think Satan should play a bigger role. And the fact that he's not in has-been, which they kind of pull themselves into a grave because, Lucifer is very important. He's the king of hell. So they just made it so Satan took his place and under his nose and behind his back, which I guess makes sense because, people think Satan and Lucifer are the same person. So I'm pretty sure that's why they did it like that. I don't know. Come up to your own conclusions. But yeah, I hope Lucifer does show up in Hell of a Boss and there are crossovers. But since Madhouse owns Has-Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss is not owned by them, it's very possible that they do not want any crossover. So yeah, you get what you get, I guess. There was even an episode where Angel would show up, but they didn't do it because of Madhouse buying the studio. So that pretty much confirms to me that it's going to be no crossovers, which is sad, but it is what it is. It's not the end of the world, but having Lucifer not interact with any of the 7 deadly sins just sucks, you know what I mean? There's so many cool and fun interactions we can have that we just can't. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed this video because I enjoyed making it. I love you all so much. Have a good day. Have a good night. You mean the world to me. Peace out.